Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome back to the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli. Doesn't feel that long ago since we were here, was it? Just less than 2 weeks ago. This time around, it's the Pramac Grand Prix of Emilia-Romagna, round 14 in this year's MotoGP World Championship. 5 flyaway races to follow in Indonesia, Japan, Australia, Thailand and Malaysia. 7 races in 9 weeks to decide who will be MotoGP World Champion. We welcome our top 4 in the standings going into the most important part of the season, led by Prima Pramac Racing's Jorge Martin. Jorge leading the championship by 7 points. He was the winner of the sprint here just under 2 weeks ago. Second in the rankings, the Ducati Lenovo team's Pecco Bagnaia. Pecco, MotoGP winner here in 2021 and 2022. Big weekend for Pecco. It's his 100th MotoGP appearance. To the end, we go to Gresini Racing's Marc Marquez. Marc, third in the World Championship, the winner of the sprint and Grand Prix in Aragon, and of course, the winner in Misano less than 2 weeks ago, and the winner of the last Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix back in 2021. And completing today's press conference, we welcome the Ducati Lenovo team's Enea Bastianini. Enea fourth in the World Championship. Podiums in the last 6 races here, including third in that flag-to-flag Grand Prix just under a fortnight ago. Before we start, just a quick reminder to the media, if you can please have your mobile phones either switched off or onto silent mode. Thank you very much. Jorge, we'll start the press conference with you. Without those few spots arranged just a couple of weeks ago, Jorge, you'll be coming to this race in a more of a comfortable position in the World Championship, but when there's been setbacks this season in Jerez and the Sachsenring, you've come back super strong. How important is it for you to do that again here this weekend?
Yeah, well, hello everybody. First of all, before answering, I think I want to send all my condolences to Luca Salvadori family and friends, because for sure it's a big loss. He was a great rider, but also I think he was a big figure in our sport. You know, letting a lot of people know MotoGP and motorbikes. So yes, I want to say this. And yeah, about the championship. For sure now it's a bit again more interesting. It seems like always I gain a bit of advantage. I make a big mistake, so I feel more focused when Pecco is a bit closer. But yeah, I think I did for sure a wrong decision. I thought was the right one, and it was not for sure. But the important thing is to learn from mistakes, learn from these bad moments. I think also as a team bring us a bit more closer. So I think everything happened because it have to happen. So I think will help us to be stronger in the future.
Pecco, we'll come on to you very quickly. Of course, you don't need any motivation to win a Grand Prix, but this is your 100th MotoGP appearance. It could be Ducati's 100th MotoGP victory on Sunday. So how badly do you want to take the win here in front of your home crowd?
A lot, and I tried 2 weeks ago, but didn't have the chance to doing it. In both races, Jorge in the sprint and Marc in the Sunday's one were too fast, and I just struggled to try or to have an occasion of overtake, so an attempt. So I had just to finish second. Sunday, honestly, when I saw that Jorge was entering in the pit box, and I understood that I was taking a lot of points, and I tried everything to win, but as soon as I understood that was difficult to beat Marc, I just tried to finish the race with the maximum possible points, and finishing second and gaining again 19 points were a lot of gains. So right now we are back 7 points. Unluckily for what happened in Aragon, I had the chance to have more gap right now, but in any case, I'm very looking forward to race, not just for the fans, for also what happened, like you said, 1 week ago.
They are two of the best.
I just want to enjoy the weekend and try to maximize the work.
Thanks for the time being to you, Pecco. Marc, we'll come on to you then, of course, in this great run of form, back-to-back wins in Aragon and here in Misano less than 2 weeks ago. Obviously, the target will be to repeat what happened on Sunday, but I guess one of the first targets for you, Marc, this weekend is to have a better Saturday to make sure your life's a little bit easier for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, of course, one of the most important points will be that the practice, understand the racetrack, understand it's the same circuit but different conditions, colder conditions. So let's see what we can do. And yeah, last Sunday was super good, especially the second part of the race, when I was leading, I felt very comfortable, and this gave to me a very good confidence. And yeah, on Monday test also the confidence were there. So yeah, let's see if we can continue on the same way.
And finally, and now coming on to you, 4 MotoGP races here in Misano, 4 podiums. 2 weeks ago, of course, 3rd place. Do you feel that you've got the potential to be closer to Marc, Pecco and Jorge this weekend? And did you find anything at the test on Monday which will help you here this weekend?
Yeah, I think this weekend will be a bit different because we have more or less, I think maybe 10 degrees less compared the last week, but maybe will be the same with the same rider, and I'm confident to do other great weekend and trying to going again on the podium. But I'm here to trying to fighting for something more, no? And I want to try also to win, but it's important to stay on the first maximum second row on the qualifying, to trying to do this during the Sunday. And nothing for the rest. I have making a good test during Monday after the race, and well, I think I have find something can help me for the rest of the weekend. But let's see.
Gentlemen, a general question now for all 4 of you. This is a huge 9 weeks, as we mentioned, 7 races coming up in the space of those 9 weeks, 259 points still to fight for. It looks like one of you 4 will be world champion in 2024. So I'll start with you again, Jorge. You were in this position last year. Do you feel better prepared than last year for what's going to come in these next sort of 7 weeks?
Well, yeah, my position for sure is much more advantage than last season. Last season at this point I was like 40 points or 35 points behind. So for sure it's different, but this is not the important thing. The important thing is that I'm always fast, I'm always consistent, and this is what I'm happy. For sure there is always room to improve, so I will try to be focused on improving myself, learning, and I think this will be the key. But for sure, these 3 guys are super strong, so to beat them is not easy, and I will give my best.
Pecco, you've been here before in 2022 and in 2023. You say you like the pressure. There are some big pressure races coming up over the next few weeks. How are you feeling about this crucial run, and do you think it's likely the championship will go all the way to Valencia once again?
I think it depends. More or less like Jorge, compared last season, I feel much better physically, because in this part of the season I was not in a better shape, but I think our experience give us the motivation to be under pressure, and I think it will finish more or less in Valencia, but it depends from the results. Are all good tracks for us, for all the Ducati riders, so it will be important to try to do a very good job. Will not be easy, but I love this part of the season.
We all love this part of the season, Pecco. Marc, since the Red Bull Ring, you've looked super fast. You've had that super good feeling on the Ducati. Everybody's talking about you being a title contender, but do you feel now that you're riding well enough to be considered a title contender? Do you still think you've got a big chance in this championship?
To the post-race.
Of course, we are riding better than the previous races, especially from Red Bull Ring. We did a step. Not enough still. They are a bit faster, and I need to improve a few things. But for me, the most important thing is that all my targets for this year I achieve it. So if something is coming, welcome. But just try to enjoy it and try to keep this level until the end of the season to prepare well the 2025.
And just finally, Anaya, a lot of people seem to think that the favourites for the championship are Jorge, Pecco, and Marc, but you're only 9 points behind Marc in the championship. Do you feel like there's perhaps a little bit less pressure on you compared to the other 3 guys in this championship battle?
Depends. I don't know the pressure of these 3 guys, but I think it will be important for me to. At the moment, I make many podium. I achieve many podium, but always I am missing something, no? And I think for fighting for the title, you have to be always on top, and maybe I have to do one step if I want to fight for this. And well, probably I'm with less pressure without compare this guy, but I think these don't change the cards on the table will be the same, and I want to achieve more podium, but also some more victory.
Gentlemen, best of luck to all four of you in these final 7 rounds of the season. It's going to be a pretty intense fight for the championship, probably all the way down to Valencia. MotoGP Social coming up later, but for now, we'll invite questions from the media. Thank you.
Hi, Borja González from DAZN. A question for the four of you. Which do you think can be the advantages and the disadvantages of racing in this track in a row? Two times. We had some races in 2020, but I think some of you didn't do it in MotoGP. Jorge, Pecco, Marc also that was injured. But which do you think can be the advantages and disadvantages?
Well, the advantage is that you feel, I think, you feel better straight away. You have a base setup that is already working, so you can work a bit more on the details. And yeah, the disadvantage is the same for everybody. So they are all fast, they are all feeling good. They all test on Monday after race, so they all have a good feeling. And yeah, I think it will be interesting to see the weather, because this will be also challenging. But yeah, you have pros and cons, but at the end, I think it's the same, more or less.
The good things are we already know the tires, we already know the setup. We can do just little things, but more or less the setup is done. The worst thing, the bad things are more competitiveness by all the competitors. We did the test, the race 2 weeks ago, so the level will be higher, less temperature, so we will have less problems with tire pressure, tire temperature, front tire temperature. So I think more battles, more group. So let's see.
Yes, they say advantages like everything is done. You just concentrate on your riding style. And disadvantage, I mean, a small mistake can be a big mistake, especially because everything will be super tight on the lap times.
Yeah, like you say, Pec, Morgan, Marc, I think it's the same. It's advantage for everybody, because probably the gap will be very, very close to all the rider, and also after the test, no, you have to try some solution. Also, the rival are so close to us, and I wait tomorrow to think about it. We have more degrees less, and let's see.
Ciao, Mirko Colombi, Italy. Question for Jorge. Pecco has revealed in the last GP he understood the weather using the smelling. Okay. Smelling. Yeah. If now you know try to smell the weather in Riviera because it's unpredictable now.
Yeah, maybe when I see some raindrops, I will try to smell a bit better, because last time was not correct. But yeah, the thing is to be more prepared for every situation, be ready before the race, and not have to think, too much on the bike, because sometimes it's quite difficult.
Hi everybody, Mela Chercoles from Diario AS and Cadena Ser. I have 2 questions for Pecco. The first one is the same that 2 weeks ago. Would you sign this weekend the results of 2 weeks ago, but without victories? Good points, but no victories? This is the first one.
It depends. If Jorge is in front of me, no. But if he's behind, it depends. But I will go for it. I will try everything to take this victory. It's my 100 Grand Prix. Could be the 100 victory for Ducati in the championship, so it's a good milestone to have. But always we keep an eye on the championship, so without taking too much risk. But if I have I will try everything to win, and I don't want to set and to sign right now for 2 seconds positions.
Hi, Dimitris Diatsidis from Cosmote TV Greece. One question for Pecco and one for Marc. Pecco, in the test, you had the first time and some new parts. Is possible to use some of these new parts also in this race?
No, we can't. It's something for next season. So could have been a good thing because I was very happy about something we tested, but are not ready, and it's not possible to use already for this weekend. And I don't think also we'll be ready for the rest of the season. So we will continue racing with the same bike as before. We didn't had any new things about the bike, so we remain the same. But I think it's good enough. But I already know that for next year we have something very good to start, like a base.
Thank you. And question for Marc. Marc, do you feel that now you are in the perfection of the setup of your bike and your feelings with this bike after these 13 Grand Prix?
I mean, perfection never exists, and it's depends if you compare with some riders or with another ones. But yeah, at the moment I'm happy with my level. I'm happy with the feeling. It's true that still I need to improve some weak points, and it's there where I'm concentrate more for try to be better rider and more competitive on the racetrack. But right now I start to feel more the bike. So this gives to me, and I start to feel especially what I need on each situation. That was something that in the first part of the season was more difficult to understand for me and for my technician, because we cannot forget that also is the first year that we work together.
Cosimo Curatola, Mo Magazine. Question for all, and then one just for Pecco. So for all, 2 weeks ago we heard a lot of boos on the podium for Marc. How's the feeling of this, and what you think, if you want to, I don't know, talk also to the fans about this?
Well, I wasn't on the podium, so I didn't realize for sure. But yeah, but for me, you know, we are giving our 100%. We are playing with, not playing, but yeah, we are. Our life is on a gamble, you know, because we can die up there. So for me, I think there should be a bit more of respect, and this booing, I mean, it's no sense.
Yeah, like Frankie says 2 or 3 weeks ago, haters will always hate. So I think it's a good answer, and it's really irrespectful. But because I think we are giving our maximum every time, and it's something that I don't understand. I read it from some interview that only in Italy happens, but it's not true, because it happens to me also in Barcelona when I won. And honestly, when you are there and you know that you are giving your maximum, and you are trying to be better and better and take the best result as possible, and the people in front of you are booing, I think it's very respectful. But honestly, it's something that happens in all the sports. Could be better if in our sports could be more clean, but it's difficult to stop it, I think.
I mean, of course, as they say, is something that yeah has been there, but yeah, the sport. It's true that the fans need to follow or support one rider, another rider, or another one, but just the way to understand the sport is if you follow or support one rider, just don't care the other one. So if you don't care the other one, it's not necessary to booing, no, is the name. But at the same time, I want to say thanks to Pecco, because I didn't saw on the podium on that moment, but then they showed me a video that he was trying to calm a bit, and this is something that the riders can stop, not the people and not the journalists. But yeah, for me it's fine, but just I was enjoying, and I understand on that moment. For that reason, my reaction on the podium was a bit more upside, and just give to Pecco and Bastianini, that are the local riders, the moment.
Yeah, it's a not easy situation, no? When it's like this, and it's not beautiful from the podium to listen this. and I think for the future I hope to be much clearer with in doing this sport, because it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful, and I hope for the future will be a bit different. And well, the respect for me is really important, and also not for me but for all the rider. And we are in our town because we are in Italy, but the respect have to be always in the first step.
Thank you, everyone. And so, for Pecco, if you want to tell us something about Luca Salvadori, I heard very nice words from you. So it will be, I think, good for us. Thank you.
Yeah, we lost a very great person, a friend. We used to speak a lot, and we had some dinner together. And was a very kind guy. I think everybody were loving him because he was a very fun, and he was having a true passion for the motorsport, and this passion was pushing him to test everything, to try to do every possibility of our sport. So this is something that give to me the motivation of following him, because he was always taking us with him on his videos, on his passion, and the way he was speaking with us was fantastic, because was a very positive guy, and when you meet a positive guy like him, is a person you need to have by your side, because give to you a lot of happy vibes. And honestly, we will miss him a lot, and I will try to keep in my mind everything he was doing for us, for me, because was a lot, and the energy he was sharing to everybody was fantastic. So it will not be easy to make a tribute for him, because he's a huge loss, and anything will compensate. But anything will compensate. But I will try, and I want to keep him on with me for always.
Simon Patterson from the race. Pecco, this week, one of the top riders in cycling, Wout van Aert, signed a new deal with his team that he will stay with them until he retires. I think maybe you're the only person in MotoGP right now that we could see signing something similar. Would that be, like, is that something you would consider if Ducati made the offer?
Sorry.
He will remain with the team until he retires. So a contract, Wout van Aert in cycling. So he has a contract for life with the
I didn't
team.
understood. I love Ducati. I think Ducati loves me. But it's never say never. We were considering the same thing about Marc when he signed 4 years deal, and then everybody knows what happened. So you never know. But I felt in love when I was child with Ducati, and we try to keep always with the same mentality. I will always love Ducati, but it depends also if something will change. But at this moment, my mentality, my ambition is to continue in the same way. I love my team. I love the people who are working in Ducati, not just Ducati Corse, but also Ducati factory. And if I can, I would like to share with them all my career.
Maybe now they're making a 10-year contract in Borgo Panigale to bring here this weekend. Pecco. Okay, guys, now time for